Till about.
Holy fucking bolt.
Howdy.
What even are you here?
What do you mean? I shaved it.
I was gonna say, you shit so much
Sorry,
it fell
sorry.
out.
Sorry, let me say that. What happened to your goddamn hair, son?
I shaved it off. What do you
Oh.
think happened to it?
Oh, that's right. I thought you might have got attacked by a mountain lion or something.
No,
didn't
I didn't. No, I just decided to start fresh. I'll tell you what.
Okay, son. Okay.
So we're currently discussing pay and everything, and BCSO's pay came up in the conversation. And one thing I do really appreciate you've been doing the past few days is making sure morale's been in the green and pays. Like I've not had one complaint to me probably in the past week about people telling me, Junior, when the fuck are you up in the pay?
Good. See, I've been doing my job.
Oh, I've had the opposite. See, I've had people riding my ass about it.
They've been riding
Really?
your ass?
Well, not like literally, like
Oh.
riding my ass in the sense of always asking me about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you.
Well, no one's asked me about it either. You must be the unlucky one.
So
what is your current thoughts on this? Obviously, we had a discussion about like some kind of bonus system or like an incentive system. We kind of like, I think that was a really good discussion because we kind of like discussed like the positives and negatives of it and whether it's actually a plausible thing to do.
Yeah. I don't really think it is. It creates so much work, and I think it incentivizes people to do dumb shit, like we discussed.
Yeah. I mean, as Knight said though, isn't that on command to like get people into shape then and make sure they're not doing dumb shit?
Yeah, but the problem is some of the dumb shit that people can do, it's hard to call it dumb shit.
Yeah.
It like people can be very creative in the way that they do some of the things that not like the bonuses we were talking about, right? It's hard to judge it here. It gets so deep. It gets so like basically the whole reason that the 10% to deputies got taken away is because back when fucking the old Max brought in the adoption law, pretty much people like Chatterbox were saying that they adopted like 10 kids, which was like 2.5 million in fine. And they were just like openly admitting this. And then next thing you know, people were sending them to jail for like $2.5 million and, getting 10% of that. And everyone was fucking millionaires. But technically, what they were doing wasn't wrong on a department level, but it.
They're taking advantage of the system.
Yes. But technically, they weren't doing it like they were just doing their job, right? And like they were in the right to send him to jail for that. But should they have maybe like you know where I'm going with this? Like this is where it gets complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of the optics.
Just because you
right?
can do something, you shouldn't do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there will be a lot of that, I feel. And like I said, it isn't really like if we're giving bonuses out for people. This is the other thing, right? Say we're giving bonuses out for people getting these new armored trucks, right? The new armored vehicles. Say if we're giving out a bonus for the person who leads the scene and apprehends him, next thing you know, they're on a straight road, no one's lurking. Boom, they pit that armored fucking car at 170 miles per hour. The criminals don't complain to like command. Command doesn't see it because obviously command can't be everywhere. Shit like this, like aggression gets raised, we get shot more. Like these are all things that can and might happen,
Understood. What is do you think there's a middle ground on this, or do you think it should just be the set?
Yeah, I think we go with the weekly like employees of the week thing.
So then it's at
the employee of the week at the end of the week,
of
yeah, it's
you
down
guys.
to discretion of command then. Yeah, exactly right. And then at the end of the week, we pick like 5 people, give them 50K each or some shit. That could be good. But like I said, it's more the big thing for me. I said this to Junior last night. I'll say it in front of you guys too. Obviously, Junior's looking at upping the pay of like civilian jobs in the north. Now, imagine a tow driver comes to a deputy who risks his life and gets shot every day and has to deal with all this drama and stress, and finds out that a tow driver is getting paid 5 times the amount they are an hour, right? That's not going to sit well. And as for like optics in numbers, like, oh, well, there's 30 BCSO deputies on duty or whatever, literally 200 people could sign into tow and tow. Like, that is numberless. So you can't even really argue that back to the deputy, right? So I think that will piss a lot of people off if like civilian jobs are being paid more than cops.
I mean, they currently are at the moment.
That's what I'm saying, right?
But that's because they're set to a minimum. Like,
But do you understand where like what I mean by that? Like,
yeah,
like those tow drivers are literally driving up and down a freeway towing cars. Not even most of them don't even speak to people. And then I've got deputies here like leading scenes, saving lives, fucking getting shot down, like, you know, all this shit, and they're getting paid less.
don't make no sense.
It doesn't.
So, what do you think it should be a base salary, and the end of every week people get bonuses for like different things?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think that base salary should be?
I think we should listen, right? We've spoke about this thing that's above us to police. The whole weaponizing paychecks thing. Me and Nat are in agreement. I don't know if you are, that is above our pay grade to fix. It's, no, I'm gonna just say it's powerful what they're doing, right? I think you said it at a nice 750. You're gonna take a bit of a hit initially from the people who haven't collected their paychecks. You're right. But fire the accounts literally at the end of this week. See who got like a fucking massive pay, and then we'll figure out a way to deal with them. I don't think 750 should fuck you up too much, really. I think it'll do a little dent, but I know you guys are up massively right now for reasons that I do not know and do not want to know. And then I feel once it's 750, I feel like everyone will take their paycheck out. And then if we want to review this in, say, 2 weeks' time, so keep it at 750 for 2 weeks, see how it goes. If the deputies are happy, then there's no reason to change it. And if it's not affecting the bank too much, again, no reason to change it. However, if it affects the bank a lot less than you think, then we can talk about making it hard. But I think people can survive on 750. I think that's good.
I think 750 is a good middle ground in between my last suggestion and yours, Junior.
Say you worked 20, say people work 40 hours a week. I mean, for example, I work about 100 hours a week, right? So say my paycheck currently a week is about 24K, whereas if it was at 750, it will go up to 72K. And that's nice. That's a nice weekly payment. I can more than survive off that, right? So yeah, I think 750 would be a nice middle ground, and then we just leave it at 750 for 2 weeks, and then reevaluate where we are.
The other issue we may have is some people still may hold off, mainly for the basis that they want to be paid for the 2,000 per hour that they worked prior to us taking over. But
that's on us in the meeting saying, look, the pay's been raised to 750 and it's going to be staying like this for the foreseeable future. And then I sugarcoat that with the weekly bonuses, right? So people don't get upset. And then we make people think it's staying at that. People aren't going to hold their paychecks for another 2.5 months until Junior's not mayor. Like, that's unrealistic.
Yeah, well, I could just say, like, we're up in at 750. If you guys can get your paychecks, we can actually have a look at the books.
I wouldn't even mention about the paychecks, because then they're sort of going to probably start thinking like, okay, we see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it up to leave it and just let them fucking.
I think everyone will take their paychecks at 750. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll announce it at the meeting after Storm then that we're up.
Okay. We got the promotions as well. Obviously, we're announcing Stevie as captain, Nat as captain, Romello as lieutenant, and I don't know if we're announcing Peters yet. I don't know.
Yeah. All W picks, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The command structure in the BCSO, I think, is the best command structure that's been in this city.
I think you're right. Yeah. I was thinking about
Yeah,
it.
you're welcome. You're
I
welcome,
was
guys.
thinking
You know,
about it a
welcome
couple
to
of
the
days ago, but I was thinking about it a couple of days ago. I was like,
tooting your own horn,
BCSO is honestly fucking low key coming up real good right now.